Bonjour, hola, ¿cómo está? Hello, guys. How are you? Welcome to the live stream. Trader Tom here. Welcome back to Simply Forex. I am going to be with you for the next 40 minutes, you unlucky or lucky people, however you want to see it. And yeah, guys, as usual, this is going to be the plan. You can ask me as many questions as you like about trading, and I will try and answer as many as I can. Also, guys, we're going to take a look at some news coming out. So we are going to play Guess the News game 2 days running. I know. Hold back the excitement. But at 1/2 guys, we've got this employment data coming out of the US. So we'll see what impact this has on the US dollar. So somebody please remind me at 1/2 we have that coming out. Let me just refresh it. Yeah, there you go. And also, guys, I'm going to show you just why you should never stray from your trading plan, right? Which is what I did today. Okay, I had one trade today, and I'll explain it all and be quite, open about it, guys. And yeah, do not stray from your trading plan is going to be the key learning there. Right, let's see who is in the house. Let's bring up the live chat. Actually, before we do, we've got the poll. The poll today that our editor has so kindly put together is, which of these trading concepts do you find the most challenging? So reading candlesticks, finding support and resistance, recognizing trends and reversals, and understanding currency correlations. All right, so we've had a couple of people answer with recognizing trend and reversals, and understanding correlation. So we can take a look at that as well, guys. The more of you answer that poll, the more idea I'll have of what concepts to talk about. Let's see who is in currently. So hi Noor, hi Waz, how are you guys? Hope you're both well. Hope you're having a good trading day. Let me explain this trade to you guys, right? Okay, I'm going to go back in time, right? And at this point, yeah, this was pound Swiss franc. Okay, and as I explained in my video this morning, right, I'm looking to buy this from this level. Okay, the day chart made sense to me. We're in an uptrend. We're at a nice area of support, and we had the moving average 20. Right, we've got like double whammy support, and the idea was to come up here. Now, yeah, I don't want to be too harsh on myself, right? You're going to make mistakes, right? But I said to everyone on this morning's vid and myself, right, I analyzed the trade and come to this conclusion that I was going to, because we're in a H4 downtrend, we're kind of like this, right? I was going to wait for some kind of price action, and then we get a break of this last high, right? And as soon as we got a break of this last high, I was going to start buying this pair. Okay. Now that never happened. So why did I enter the trade? Right. So if we play this along, let's play this along on the hourly chart, because it became a bit of an hourly play. Right. So let's just play this along. And it also become a bit of a news play as well. Okay. So yeah, price comes shooting down. Okay, and then we got, let's go back one. And then we got this candle, right? And this candle was literally at these last daily lows, which they are. I know they're H1 lows, but these were those daily lows. And we had this nice bullish candle come back into this support level. Right, and that was because if we go to the economic calendar, we had this. Okay, so we had the CPI of Switzerland come out, and obviously this affects the Swiss franc, right? And this was minus 0.3%. And I was like, right, that's super bearish. it's a lot more bearish than previously. It's worse than expected for the Swiss franc. We've had this nice bullish H1 candle, right? So I want to buy pound Swiss franc anyway. So I just entered, right? Put my stop below here, and I started buying this market. Now, where on God's planet had that been a strategy for me, right? It's not. Okay, I just impulsively entered this trade, right? And not blowing my own trumpet, but that rarely happens. But this was like at a low. We had a piece of bearish news for the Swiss franc. We had a nice bullish reaction at a key level, and I started buying. I've almost ignored everything else, right? This is clearly in a downtrend, right? Mistake. On the H4, right? Let's go on the H4, right? We are, as I explained, in a downtrend. Okay, so, I've just ignored common sense on the back of that news, to be quite honest with you guys. And then, once I entered here, there was also weakness coming into the pound, which I was aware of, right? This makes it, worse. And then, pound weakness continued, which we've seen all morning, right? And Swiss franc weakness didn't continue off the back of that bad news. And as you can see, if we play it along, guys, it literally came down and, took me out in a couple of candles, right? And I was like, Tom, what a terrible trade. So there you go, guys. I just wanted to be quite open about that trade and why I took it, and why you should just follow your strategy. Don't let, news crept in there, right? External factors crept into my trade. Okay, this being CPI news for the Swiss franc. And once I saw it super weak, this made me impulsively enter this trade. All right, guys. So yeah, don't do that, right? I'm not a news trader. Okay, I trade my strategy and plan, and that is it. Right, let's see who else we've got in the house. Right, we've had more. Okay, so recognizing trends and reversals. All right, we can take a little look at that, guys, right now. So also got Rich Paul in the house. What's up? So as per the poll from the editor, people are saying they find it difficult to recognize trend and trend reversals. Now, I am going to make it crystal clear, right? I couldn't make it any clearer than what I'm about to make it. All right. So, to prove, I'm not going to cherry pick any chart, right? I'm going to close my eyes. Right, where are we? Okay, Canadian dollar, Swiss franc. I'm going to go on the H4 chart, right? I'm going to use my back to the future button. Okay, and then we're just going to go back. I'm just checking this is moving. Oh, okay, let's do it like this. Right. Okay, so here we are. Okay, so let's do this together. This would be like a bit of a tutorial learning sesh. Yeah, I like a bit of tutorialing. That is a word. Let's say a quick hello. Hello, Tony Gold. Hello, Greg. Hello, Cynics. Right. So everyone right now, I want you to get involved with this, right? We're going to look at trend and trend reversals. Okay. Now, this is a good starting point, right? Right now, I've just randomly picked this on Canadian dollar, Swiss franc. What is the trend of this H4 chart? Right? Everyone right now, let me know, get involved. What is the trend of this H4 chart? Don't be shy, guys. You're all here to learn. There are no wrong answers. And if you do give a wrong answer, the editor will turn up at your house and punish you. All right, but don't let that worry you about your answer. Anyone, guys, this is going to be a very short lesson if no one replies. What is the trend of H4 right now on this Canadian dollar Swiss franc chart? Greg, thank you very much. Greg has gone for an uptrend. Anyone else? Any other takers? Roll up, roll up. Too late will be the cry. Sammy has said bearish. So when we say bearish, Sammy, I guess we mean downtrend. Okay, so you're suggesting a downtrend. Godwin has also suggested a downtrend. Okay, I'll wait another few seconds for maybe another answer. And then we will start. I have to say my daughter kept me up last night. If you're thinking, Christ, Tom, you need some sleep, the answer is I totally agree. My daughter's got a cough and she was just up all night. Not that you're interested in my sleeping patterns. Right, so we've got uptrend, downtrend, 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 ranging, downtrend, downtrend. Right, interesting, right? We've got a few different perspectives there, okay? But majority are saying downtrend. Now, all I do, and all you need to do is identify the high and low points, right? For me, that's a high, right? This is a low, right? I'm going to say this is a high, right? All of these are lows, right? This is a high, okay? This is a low, and this is not really a high, but this is where we are, okay? Hello, CJ. How are you, mate? Please ask me what I had to eat, and I will answer. All right, so if we just line up these highs and lows, right, you can see the trend is really an uptrend, right? So let me get rid of these drawings so you can actually see, right? So I'm seeing this, guys, on the H4. So for me, that is an uptrend. We are getting higher highs, higher lows. Okay, so we are in an uptrend. Now, I wanted to start at this point because, and this was just randomly, because it is highly subjective. Okay, so if you look at the market like that, which I do, this is an uptrend. Okay, if you're seeing this, right, then this is really a downtrend stroke ranging market. Okay, so the moral of this story is if trend isn't clear, do not trade it. Okay, trend needs to be crystal clear to you for you to trade it. And for me, this is in an uptrend though, however, right? This is in an uptrend, but even if it's in an uptrend, I'm not going to trade it, right? There's clearly a level of resistance running through here. And regardless if we're in an uptrend, right, I'm not going to buy into resistance. Okay. So let's just, and for me, right, this is when, let's go back in time here, because the question was identifying trend and also identifying a trend change. Now, if we go back just a little bit, now, if we're in a downtrend, which is what this is, right, and this is where we're at. So at this current point, we're in a downtrend, right? Lower highs, yeah, lower lows, right? These lows are holding, right? But as soon as this high is broken, that is when we have a trend reversal. So if we're in a downtrend and we break the last lower high like this, that is a trend change. Okay. If we're in an uptrend, okay, and we broke the last higher low like this, that's where trend changes and we are in a downtrend. Okay. So this point here is when it changes for me. Okay. So if we just play this along now, right, and bang, that candle right there has given us a trend change. Also, what I like to see, guys, is to be above the moving average 20. So if broken this high and we're above the moving average 20, I would like to buy this, but we're at resistance, so I won't. Okay. Now, if we play this along, yeah, we know price comes back up to those highs, and then where does it go from there? Okay, so for me now, this is really ranging, right? I know we still have this break here, and you know, arguably we're still in this uptrend, but it's just this has been tested too many times, and so has this. So we're in a ranging market now. Okay, we're in a ranging market now. Pretty much what I want to see, guys, is a break to the upside, and that would mean a trend change, right? If we started breaking these highs, we will have higher highs. Trend change. We've broken from a range to an uptrend. Or alternatively, if price broke down this way and we broke these lows, we would then have lower lows, right? And that would be a trend change to a downtrend. So I would wait for either one of these scenarios to happen. Okay, so let's play this along and see how this trend plays out. All right, but you can see that's ranging, right? I just want to, yeah, it's just ranging between 2 points, right? So let's play this along. Okay, so it still hasn't broken this level, right? That level has held. We're still in a range. So I'm just going to wait for a break, guys. Still hasn't. Okay, so now we get this break, right? That candle has broken these lows. Okay, so now for that reason, we've had a trend change. It's only just, and the body of the candle has to break the lows, but it has. We're now in a downtrend. Okay, and this is what we're seeing in terms of structure. Lower highs, lower lows. Only just, but they're lower lows. So this is now a downtrend. So we can start looking for sells. Okay, so potentially you could sell from, you know, I need more data, but potentially you could sell from that level, right? Okay, now look how quick trend has changed. Right, this is now in an uptrend. It's broken this high. Right, we're now getting higher highs. Right, again, don't want to trade into that, but trend has definitely changed. Right, we're now in an uptrend. Okay, let's play this along. Okay, it just doesn't want to break this level, guys, right? You can clearly see that. Okay, but we are in an uptrend. All right, and this is all you need to do, guys, is keep highlighting. Okay, and now we've kind of had a break. So this is looking like a potential entry, right? We price broke down here, right? You know, obviously we're going to look at day chart, weekly, but this is just looking at H4, right? This could have potentially been a trade, right? And price came up. Now we've broken this side of the box. Yeah, if we get a retrace into here, we could look to come higher. This could potentially become a trade because we're getting higher lows, and this high has been broken by this candle. Now H4 is firmly, H4 for me is clearly in an uptrend. right? This is what you need to see, a clear trend. And then if we play this along, okay, we get a nice bounce off of previous, right? Okay, so you can see, guys, yeah, it's still in a H4 uptrend. It's used this area of resistance now as support, and we've had another bounce off, right? The problem is this candle has not broken those highs. Okay, but let's see how it plays out. Right, we've had another trend change. Okay, so we was in an uptrend, right? Stopped making higher highs, always a bit of a red flag. This was the last low. It broke that, and now we're in a downtrend. Okay, and so on and so forth, guys. Yeah, you just need to keep highlighting the higher lows and higher highs in an uptrend, or the lower highs and lower lows in a downtrend. Okay, and then you can start to understand structure, and therefore structure tells you trend. All right, guys. So yeah, I just hope that helps with understanding that a little bit. And if it does, guys, yeah, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you could also smash the notification button, and if everyone could please smash the like button while I have a drink of Evian. Right. Okay, so CJ is hoping for some good news for the dollar as he's looking at buys on some indices. Okay. And also, CJ, very important to let you know what I had for lunch. I had broccoli pasta pesto. Very healthy. There you go. Broccoli pasta pesto. CJ is having tomato quiche with egg and some avocado. That is also bloody healthy. And try and eat healthy, guys, right? Nothing to do with trading. Get down the gym and eat healthy. There you go. Right, Rich Paul. Let's say the market is in an uptrend or downtrend, and the consolidation of two candlesticks, bullish and bearish candles, then market breaks up or down. Do you count as a break of structure? So it depends on what time frame you're looking at. Generally speaking, right, I don't want to trade something like this. Right, let's just go back in time here. So generally speaking, I don't want to trade, and this could be any time frame, right? This is the H4, but this could be any time frame. We're just looking at structure and candlesticks. Now, I don't like situations like this, right? We had a bearish candlestick and we've got a bullish candlestick, right? We've got sellers and buyers, you know, just hitting each other. Price is not going anywhere here, right? However, clearly we're in an uptrend, right? All right, we're in an uptrend, but I still don't want to buy this because of this situation. Now, you could, I mean, this is quite extreme, but this is a little bit of consolidation, right? What I want to see is a break of that high, followed by a retrace, and then we buy again. Or we get a break of this low, followed by a retrace, and we start selling. Okay? And that's what I've been looking for. You know, I don't want to overcomplicate things, and neither should you, right? I know there's like, you know, the editor wanted me to look at other YouTube traders and you know, assess what their strategies, etc. Right? But I just said to the editor, I just don't want to do it. Right? There's so much confusing, unnecessary crap out there. Right? There just is. Yeah. All you need is price action. Right? You just need structure, trend, support and resistance, breaks of these things, candlesticks, and a bit of value. Don't overcomplicate any further than that, right? And away you go, really. You know, let's see what happens here. Right, so you can see how that level keeps holding. Right, then we get a break. Then, okay, I mean, even when we get a break, right? So for me, right, that is potentially a break now. And we're below the moving average 20. I look for this. But then again, even sometimes when you get a break, you've got to ask yourself, do I want to start selling into all of this support? The answer is no, right? But let's see how it plays out anyway. Okay, and then it comes crashing down. As soon as you get that structure break, yeah, we get the break of that low. As soon as we get the break of that low, yeah, we get sellers come in. This candle I'd be interested in because it's broken all this potential support in here, right? And then it just comes down to the next level of support. So that's it, really. You know, just keep following those simple things and keep your trading simple, right? You know, and you know, obviously, I'm talking from years of overcomplicating it, right? I used to overcomplicate the living daylights out of trading. Yeah, used to have a different indicator every week. You know, used to change time frames. You know, I just made it. You know, looking back, I was like, I couldn't make it any more difficult for myself because I was striving for the perfect system, right? I was, you know, genuinely, I was just striving for, you know, if I use all of these indicators with this price action, you know, almost I will never have a losing trade. And that is nonsense, right? You're always going to have losing trades. Part of trading is accepting them and not reacting to them, right? But just keep the basics in your mind every time you enter a trade. And it's as simple as that, Rich Paul. So I hope that helps. Guys, I forgot to mention our trading community of beautiful traders. I don't know if they're beautiful, sharing knowledge and ideas, right? So please come join our free Discord channel. It's free. Come in, verify yourself, and we will say hello. Also, guys, if you want more than that and you want access to my trade signals, excuse me, I'm just bringing up my broccoli pasta pesto. If you want access to my trade signals, to my tutorials and strategies, and access to me, right, then please come join our VIP Trading Academy. And right now, if you sign up with our preferred broker, you can see above my head, Pepperstone, we will give you free access to the VIP. What's not to like? Change your broker. If you haven't got a broker, join Pepperstone. Right, what else have we got here? John, hi Tom, I have a question. How many consecutive lower highs or higher lows would you need to see to confirm a clear trend? Okay, so that's a good question, right? And again, I've got a perfect example here, right? So let's go back in time. So a couple of things that I'm looking for, right, for a trend change and a clear trend. Okay. Now, again, if we look at Canadian dollar, Swiss franc, okay, you can see we are in, I'm going to say this, right? We're in a downtrend. Lower highs, lower lows. Now, one thing that screams out to me with a trend is when it stops making when it's a downtrend and it stops making lower lows. That is a massive red herring, right? Or not really a red herring. It's the wrong word. That is a massive, like, woo, woo, woo. It's a massive alert. An alarm bell is ringing. I don't know why I had to do sound effects editor. Where was the editor when I needed him? Sound effects, right? But when this downtrend stops making lower lows, plus we start to see candles like that, super bullish, it tells me that this high could be broken. It only tells me it could be. I'm not going to trade it until it is broken. Okay, I have to make that clear. I'm not going to trade this prematurely. I'm going to wait for a break of that level. Okay, so let's play it along. Right, does that break? Okay, this candle here just about doesn't break, but this one breaks. So to answer your question, John, that is a fresh structure break, and I am willing to take trades on that break. Okay, so it's come down, right? Again, I'm going to support this idea with other time frames, right? But as soon as we get a break of that level, I will be looking for buys. Now, once this happens, okay, if you think about it, your decision is you can buy from here, potentially all the way down to here. This is all of your buying area, right? And my stop loss would go below here. Because why does it go below here? Because if it breaks this low, it's another trend change in the opposite direction, right? So you can enter anywhere in here, right? You know, is it likely that it's going to retrace all the way down to the bottom here with this big push up? Probably not, right? Some people use fib levels, right? They'll put some fib levels in, right? And look for an area. But for me, it's all about target and stop loss. So let's say this is my target and this is my stop loss. So really, I could enter on the break because the reward and the risk is around 1:1. And therefore my trade makes sense. But what I'll probably do is wait for a little retrace into here and then just start buying, right? With a view to come up. Okay, so let's play this along. Okay, but look at, you know, I just want to point this out, guys. This is no coincidence, right? What was once resistance becomes very good support. And exactly as I explained, I would buy it at this level, right? And you would have entered at an excellent price. Okay, my stop loss is still down here. Okay, still looking to come higher, right? But look, now we're starting to see higher highs. Now we're looking for a new higher low. Maybe it's here. Maybe it's right here. Let's see. Let's play this trend out. Okay, so and then this is very important, guys, right? Now, as this trade plays out, okay, so remember we got the break and we started buying in here. Yeah, our stop loss is below here. Our target's up here. We're not far from our target. We're doing okay. But this last high, again, if I see some kind of reaction like this wick, right, I'm going to take some profit off this trade. Right? I don't care if it does that for the next 10 years. I'm going to take profit off this trade because the market is telling me to. You can close, let's say, 60% of this trade, right? Then also you can move your stop loss up all the way up to this last low, right? And then we carry on with this trade. You can even add to this position. I know I mentioned it, I think yesterday, but that's the real skill for me, is managing trades, right? Not saying buy here, target here, you know, manage the trade. Okay, now let's carry on. Right, you've hit target. Okay, there's your target. You've hit it. Yeah, take some profit. Let's carry on with this trend though and see how it plays out. And if you're trailing a stop, right, your stop started here, it's now here, below this low, we've got this low, it's now below here, right? And you just trail the remaining whatever percent you have left in the trade. And you leave it playing out, right? There you go. You can take a lot, because you've trailed a stop, you can take a lot more pips potentially out of this trade, all right? So, yeah, that's how to follow trend. That's how to trade trend. And that's how to manage a trade, right? In very, there's, like I say, guys, right? In the VIP Trading Academy, there are numerous tutorials on managing and building trades, adding to winning trades, decreasing risk, right? There's trailing stops, etc. Right? There's so many tutorials on this in the VIP Trading Academy, and you can get free access if you sign up with Pepperstone, guys. All right. Right. What else are we looking at? So Rahil, we've already looked at pound Swiss franc, my friend. Liquidity traps down and reverse to collect upper liquidity. Yeah, okay. So liquidity grabs, yeah, they're a thing, right? We can try to trade them as well. Okay. Okay, so CJ, yeah, this goes back to my point, right? So CJ's obviously seen, from a YouTuber, there's a strategy called turtle soup strategy. Like, why? Why is that necessary? I mean, if the guy or girl's making money, fair play to them, right? But yeah, don't overcomplicate your trading. Right, what else are we looking at? So Rahil wants to look at pound US dollar, and Michael wants to look at euro Aussie dollar. So Michael is a member, guys, is a supporter of Simply Forex. So we will take his question first. If you want to become a supporter of the channel, guys, then you can. All right. So I think we got supporter and gold membership. All right. You can become a supporter of the channel. So let's look at euro Aussie dollar for Michael. Let's get out of this back to the future button. Right. Euro Aussie dollar weekly chart. Yeah. I mean, it's bouncing off a wonderful level, right? I mean, looking at the weekly chart, right? Let me just explain what I'm seeing. So we are in a downtrend. Okay. Lower highs, lower lows. But we are at a stupendous level of support. The last time it hit this support, look what price did. Okay. And we're getting a very bullish reaction so far as well. Okay. Now, just looking at the weekly chart, right? I know that if we're down here, I can't sell into this. So all sells are off, right? I'm not selling into key support. That's what crazy people do. Don't be crazy unless it's the weekend. Then you can be as crazy as you like. Ask the editor. He is proper mentor at weekends. So, but I would consider, buys from this level up to this level of resistance. That would be a consideration. All right. But that's just the weekly. Let's get some more information from the daily. Right. So, yeah, I mean, again, this is in a downtrend, right? So, the majority of my trades, let's say, I don't know, 95% or something, right, are usually with daily trend. Okay. But when we're getting a bounce off a key weekly level and we see a big bullish daily candle like this, potentially there's some room for a retrace trade. And I would look to take it to here. I wouldn't push my luck with a retrace trade. This would be my target. All right. So obviously this daily candle hasn't finished forming, right? But let's imagine it has, right? Let's say we're now looking at tomorrow. I would come in, I would sit down, I'd see that weekly support level, I'd see a bullish daily candle, and I'd be like, okay, this is a consideration to take price to here. Okay. Then I would take a look at the H4. And we have had, I'm going to put a level through here. These were those last H4 highs. So we've been talking about trend and trend reversals. So if this, all right, this is where we're at. If this next H4 candle, and we've only got 20 minutes left, if it breaks these highs, that is a trend change. That is a H4 trend change. Okay. So if we start piecing this together, you had a weekly support level. You have a bullish daily candle, although both trends are in a downtrend. Plus, you've got a H4 structure break. Let's see. Hasn't quite happened just yet because this wick closed back in. Right? And then if we have this H4 trend break, again, I would look for a little bit of a retrace and then to take price just back up to this level. Okay, my target would be 6174. All right, so that's how I would trade Euro Aussie dollar. I wouldn't want to sell from this level back into here, right? You can see the buyers coming in. So we could do a counter trend change. All right, with Euro Aussie dollar. All right, Michael. So yeah, were you seeing the same thing, Michael? Is that what you were potentially seeing? Okay, Rich Paul. Tom, I have another question. How can you forget my ex-girlfriend? Yeah, I apologize, Rich Paul. I don't want to forget anyone's ex-girlfriend. Dear, let's not talk about ex-girlfriends. Especially, don't get the editor talking about ex-girlfriends. My God, we could do a 3-hour live stream about the adventures of the editor and his exes. Oh, he will really thank me for saying that. Oh, right. Nobody warned me about the dollar news. Let's take a look. So we're seeing US dollar strength. So I'm assuming it was better than expected for the US dollar. No. What the hell is happening here? Okay, so the news came out. It was a little bit worse than expected. Right, initial jobless claims, but we are seeing US dollar strength. And I would if you're in, so this is an important point, guys, right? If you're, let's say you're buying Aussie dollar, US dollar, right? Let's say you started, I don't know, you started buying in here, right? And the US dollar news is worse than expected, but the US dollar doesn't care and continues down, alarm bells should be ringing. When a currency pair ignores the news data, there's something bigger at hand happening, right? That is a big, not red herring. That's a big alert. What do we want to call that? Alarm bell should be ringing. Right. What else? Is Gal Gadot one of your trainers? Primes, I always love the fact that you bring up Gal Gadot because it just brings a smile to my face and my head goes off to my happy place where it's me and Gal Gadot on a tropical island sipping a nice cold beer talking about candlesticks. That's how I like it. Michael's buying Euro Aussie dollar. Michael, I think you're probably onto a winner there. Make sure that H4 candle breaks that level. And guys, is that the time already? I want to thank everyone. Yeah, so thank you for joining me for the live stream, guys. Please don't forget to smash that like button. If everyone could please smash the like button before you leave, that would be much appreciated. Also, subscribe to the channel. Check out the promotion we've got on our VIP Trading Academy right now. You can get free access if you sign up with one of our preferred brokers. All right, guys, have a great trading day, and I will see you again soon.